Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show how I use this laptop here as an extended display for this laptop and how I was able to use my mobile phone to control OBS Studio, and I'm able to monitor my multi-view from this mobile phone. This can be achieved with any phone, Android or iPhone, and this can be used with any laptop. So let's get started. First of all, you need your Ethernet cable. Here I'm using this converter. I'm using this converter because this system here doesn't have a Ethernet port, so I'm using this as a converter. So this is a USB to an Ethernet converter here. I'm going to be using it for this system, and I'm going to be connecting it to this system here. So let me connect that first. Let me connect that to the USB port right over here. As you can hear that, you can see the light here. You can see the light here to show that it's connected. Then I'm going to connect it to this system here. So once we've connected that, we have to go into our network settings to make some configuration so they're able to communicate with each other, because we are doing a network settings here. Don't worry if you're not into IT, it's going to be very simple to follow along. So on your main system here, you go to your control panel. Go to your control panel and select network and sharing options. Then you go to change adapter settings. Then you select the Ethernet tool and right click and select properties. So here we're going to select the internet protocol version for this TCP IP version 4. You click on properties and it's going to give you this option here. So here I've configured mine already. You can just copy my settings. So what we're doing is we are creating a static IP address where the two computers can communicate on the same network. So the IP address I have here is 192.168.10.1 and the subnet is 255.255.255.0. Then I'm going to close this. I'm going to say OK and also cancel this and cancel this. Then on the second system here, we'll go over to our control panel and we're going to select network and sharing center, then change adapter settings, and the Ethernet, you right click on it and select properties. Then we're going to select the internet protocol version 4, which is IP version 4. Then click on properties, and here we're going to select use the following IP address. Normally it will be on obtain IP address automatically, but you have to select use the following IP address. Then you type in the number 192.168.10.2. The other one was .1, but this is .2, so they can communicate. So this is .1 going to .2, then .2 going to .1. Then you just click on this subnet mask 255.255.255.0. It means that they're on the same network and they're able to communicate with each other. So cancel that and click on close, then cancel this. Then move on to the next step. The next step now is to download the driver for the two computers. So go to your browser and you search for SpaceDex. So once you search for, that's going to give you a link here. You have to select the first link that appears on the search results. You get to this website, you go to your menu. You go to your menu, then you select download software. So because this is the secondary PC, we want to receive the screen, we're going to scroll all the way down and you can see it here, SpaceDex viewer software for secondary machine and client. So this is the one we want to select for this particular PC here. You can download it for your operating system. So I'm going to click on get it on Microsoft and click view install. It's going to select and bring out a prompt, then select that and here. So if you've not downloaded before, which you haven't, it's going to give you an option to download it. But here I've downloaded it, it's just telling me to open it. I'm going to cancel this and close this. Then on my main PC, which I want to send out to the other PC, I'm going to go to my browser and search for SpaceDex. here, SpaceX download, then select the first option or the first search result rather, than same as before, menu, then download software. Let it load. And so rather than selecting SpaceX viewer, here you're going to select SpaceX driver software for Windows PC, primary PC. You can say this is the primary PC. The other one we downloaded was the viewer or the secondary PC. So here we're going to select our operating system. I'm using Windows 11 64 bits. So I'm going to download this one. I've downloaded it already. So download it and run through the setup. Let me close this. So once we've done that already, you open the software on both apps. So SpaceX viewer and SpaceX driver console on this one. So right, as you can see it on our secondary PC here, we already have two connections, because you can see this one here is on already. The SpaceX driver console, we can see on and off. So let me off it first of all to see what happens. You can see here we have some red connections here. We have some red arrows. It means that these networks are not online. It means that the server here is off. So when we turn it on, we can see here they are both green now. It means that they are able to communicate with each other. So, and the reason why it's showing two connections is because they are also connected on the same Wi-Fi network. And you can see they have different IP address. So this is the IP address we configured, 192.168.10.1. That was the one we configured for the Ethernet ports. So this one here is a DHCP, which is assigned to it by the router, and it's giving us this IP address here, which we can connect to. But the reason we won't be using Wi-Fi is because Wi-Fi is not reliable and is not fast enough. And that's why we're using an Ethernet cable. So we have a reliable, fast connection for a smooth display. So when we've done that here, we come over to this place and you can see the speed here, and you can see the IP address here, exactly what we set it to. So on your secondary PC, you just select the connection you configured it to, which is this address. So select it, and you can hear it here. It's trying to connect, and bam, it's connected already. So it's connected already, and it's that simple. So let me go to my OBS Studio, and I can right click here, and you can see it. I have two displays on my OBS Studio. It means that there's a secondary monitor connected via Ethernet. When I select that, it's going to display here. As you can see, it is that easy. So let me cancel that. To use it on your iPhone or your Android phone, you head over to your Play Store or your App Store, which I'm doing here. I'm using an iPhone. Then you download the SpaceX viewer software. So let me just search for Space Desk. When you click on it, you can see it here. You select the first one, Space Desk. You can see I've downloaded it here. So I'm just going to open it. It's going to prompt you with some message. You just click on cancel, and here on this thing you can see there are two connections here. There's one connection here which is connected over Wi-Fi, but we don't want to use Wi-Fi. I want to use the USB connection. I have my USB connected to my laptop. Then I'm just going to connect it here. It should bring an option, but if it doesn't, okay, it does. But if it doesn't, you can close the app and you can open it again. So you can see it here, connected. If you've tried connecting your phone and it's not still connecting till this point, make sure you select the brand of phone you're using. If you're using an iPhone or an Android, and make sure you use a good data cable and it will work. So on your OBS Studio, you can select view, open multi-view, and select this display here, 750 for your multi-view. So you can see it here on the phone, it's showing perfectly, and on this it's showing. So let me check that. So let me right click and select the second display here for this screen. and we have it here. So it's that simple to do. You can use this to control your OBS Studio. I can select this, and you can see there. I can select this, showing there. I can select this from my phone here. I can select this. I can select this. I can select this. I can select this. It's that simple. In a case where you are tapping your phone like this, you're not able to control it from your phone. It's not going through. You can come to file. Okay, you can come to file in OBS Studio. You can come to your file in OBS Studio. Let's just wait for it to open. Then scroll all the way down. Scroll all the way down to multi-view, and make sure this is checked on. Click to switch between scenes. Make sure it's checked on, and you click on apply. And okay, once that is done, you should be able to control it from your phone like this, and you set a hotkey to transition it to the screen. So let me select this and transition. Select this. Select this and transition. So I transition. So if there was a break, I transition to another scene. I'm recording with OBS Studio. So it's that easy. So just select, 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 and transition. So this is going to improve your media workflow. Tell me what you think in the comment section, and I'm going to check all the comments and release a follow-up video on other softwares that could possibly do this and even better. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.